folks, we apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are back, and hopefully this time the connection and everything cooperates. Had to lower the video settings here, so the quality may not be as good, but it's really the best thing I can do in this short amount of time to keep the stream up and running. So please just bear with us. We will try to keep everything going and provide a good broadcast here. So back to the race. Lap 54 coming to begin lap 55. James Miller is currently still your leader. Quentin Warman was able to get into the second position and is now just 3/10 behind.
I tell you what, he's figured something out. He passed Tony Hilbrandt. He's catching James Miller now. He is fast, running down the leader right now for sure. 55 laps in. I want to get a couple updates while we were on the break there. One guy we have not talked about in this race that is moving his way forward, Jeffrey Fisher, has started 19th, and he just passed Sean Williams, move up into 8th. That 22 car is fast, and he is coming through the field.
Yeah, I think he was actually one of the guys who barely missed the that wreck with Spencer Ray. I think he actually kind of hit Spencer Ray, but I don't think he got much damage to his car. And yeah, like you said, after starting 19th, he's made his way inside the top 10. Definitely a good run going so far.
And a couple of cars have gone behind the wall. Cole Freilich, who was running up in the top 10, and got involved in that wreck. He's out of the race. And also Alex Anderson took it to the garage, who was running up in the top 10 as well early on in this race. So tough break for those two guys here early on at New Hampshire.
Yeah, definitely not a not the run that these guys wanted here tonight. But I tell you what, so far it's the run that James Miller has wanted. He has led the most laps so far, definitely been the fastest on the track so far. But don't look now, Quentin Warman is coming back up. He wants that lead back.
Yeah, and I think Tony Hilbrandt, he's just sitting here, let these guys race. We talked to him. He wants the long runs. I think he's just going to let these guys race it out, and then when they burn their tires up, he's going to go right on by them. That's what his plan, at least. He's looking pretty good there in third as well. Then a pretty big gap back to Howie BRISS. We saw him take that big slide down the front stretch. He's gotten a couple of those positions back as he's now in fourth.
Yeah, he has done a good job getting back up there. So you can see behind him as well, Nicholas LOVELL, after starting 10th, has made his way up inside the top 5.
Yep.
So definitely a good run going so far for that number 10 machine. And if you take a look here, a little further back, Sean Williams has made his way up into the 9th position, trying to see if he can catch up to Jeffrey Fisher, who's coming up behind Scott Shire.
Yep, and then just rounding out the top 10 behind him, bringing out, obviously that caution the last time. Well, he didn't bring it out, he got wrecked. But, yeah, Spencer Ray back up inside the top 10 with all that damage on the race car. So imagine if he didn't have the damage, he'd probably be running a lot better. So, if he can get another caution or two, get the rest of that car fixed up, might have a shot to get a top 5 here tonight.
Hey, he's still got a good race going, all things considered. So, yeah, good job maintaining that car, keeping it inside the top 10. Quentin is ever so slightly getting closer to James Miller. These top 3 have just kind of pulled away.
Yes.
And I think it's safe to say they're the fastest ones on the track right now. 60 laps into this 200-lap race. And I tell you what, it's been a fun first 60 laps.
Yeah, been a really good race. There's a lot of options, a lot of racing. We've seen some action. Really close racing up front too. We're not seeing somebody just pull away and dominate. I mean, I think the biggest lead we've seen tonight is maybe just over a half a second so far, 60 laps into this race. But James Miller definitely just has a little bit of an edge, it looks like here so far, 60 laps into this race. Oh, wow, and I'm not sure what happened, but Aaron Smith just took it behind the wall. We're going to have to figure out what happened there.
Yeah, let's see if we can back here try to figure this out.
Honestly, I'm just looking at him just pulling down pit road and leaving. That's kind of what I saw, just being straight up there. I mean,
that's kind of odd.
I mean, he wasn't running terrible, but he definitely wasn't fast. I don't know, maybe just not a fan of the racetrack or had to do something,
Yeah, it's a little odd here, just especially for Aaron. to just pull off and leave
Oh.
the race. But yeah, that is a little strange. But we are gonna continue and everything. So Quentin Warman has actually pulled away, or James Miller, I should say, has actually started to pull away from Quentin again. Brought it back up to about half a second here. And now Tony Hilbrands has inched closer to Quentin.
Yeah, he definitely has, as James Miller has kind of pulled away just a little bit now. We saw this last time by, or the last run before we got that yellow flag.
Yeah, Tony about 0.3 of a second now behind Quentin Warman, continuing to try to close that gap. He drives it hard down to the inside.
Oh, man.
Almost gets to the bumper of Quentin.
Yeah, Quentin was trying to shut the door there and almost made contact. He probably didn't realize he had that big of a run on him, and
Yeah.
man.
He does it again here in 3 and 4. He is really driving it hard into these corners, man. But, I mean, he seems to be making it work.
Yeah, he definitely is. I mean, you can just see just so much better on the entry, and he's
Yeah.
able to really kind of hang tough. Oh, especially right there when Quentin gets a little sideways there.
Yeah, Tony is still trying here. We'll see if he drives it in.
Yeah. Yeah,
Here
James is just
again.
scooting away now.
Yeah. Tell these guys are battling. He's going to continue to drive away, which is not what Quentin wants. I know that, and I doubt it's what Tony wants. But if Tony's faster, he's definitely going to try to take that spot. He's continuously driving it hard into these corners.
Just a little update. We got, we had 22 starters in this race. We got 14 on the lead lap. Still in this race. One caution flag here. 60, what are we about? 67 laps in now.
Yeah. Let's back and take another look here. Jeffrey Fisher has made his way up into the 7th position.
Yes.
And now looking again to close in, about 0.8 of a second behind Scott Shire. And that gap seems to be slowly closing. Sean Williams has made his way up to 8th now.
And we had another driver take it behind the wall. Daniel Mosteller just disconnected. I'm not sure, because he was on track. I'm not sure if maybe he had some issues, internet issues or something. But yeah, he's out of the race now too. Kind of dropping like flies a little bit lately here.
Yeah,
As we're
for
side
sure.
by side for that second spot. Tony finally got a run on Quentin here. Side by side down the back stretch.
Yep, Tony's going to get a good run here to the inside. And he's going to try to make it stick. He does.
He's got a great run there through
Maintain
the
that
center.
momentum off the corner. A really close racing here between these two.
Yes.
Tony drives it hard into the corner again. Not quite able to clear Quentin that time. He might be able to do it here.
He's got him this time.
Oh, Quentin's continuing to try on the outside. Not quite going to happen. Oh, he tags the wall there.
Yeah, he does.
The end of the backstretch, which is easy to do in these cars.
There it is.
And Tony able to take the second position.
All right, we're gonna have to pay attention to this gap now. James Miller has definitely pulled away now. He's got about a 2-second lead. It looks like, yeah, 2 seconds up on Tony. We'll see if Tony can cut into that gap here now that he's got clear track ahead of him.
Yeah, I think he could. If he does have the long run pace, I definitely think he could do that. But we'll see what the gap is this time. I paid attention to what it was last time, so let's compare it to what it is this time. And see if Tony closed at all. Nope. In fact,
Nope.
James pulled away by about 1/10 of a second that last lap.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Looks like Tony makes up his ground through the corners, but on the straightaways he definitely loses it. You can see here through the corner, Tony's able to close by about a tenth, and then he loses that coming off.
Yeah, once again, yeah, James definitely just quicker as the run goes on here. He's just got this place figured out, definitely.
Yeah, it impresses me, to be honest, how much he's able to maintain that pace throughout the run and just keep it going lap after lap. And it really, like I was saying earlier, really shows the skill level that drivers like James have.
Closest battle on racetrack really right now is for that 4th position. Howie BRISS getting a lot of pressure from Nicholas LOVELL here coming into turn number 1. And this 10 car has been pretty, quietly working his way through the field. Started in 10th up to 5th, trying to get 4th here.
Yeah, he really has been able to move up throughout the race and doing a good job of it. Now trying to see if he can work on Howie BRISS to get that 4th position. And then a little bit further back here, Jeffrey Fisher, again trying to gain on Scott Shire, but Scott has been able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, really, everybody just really spread out now besides that battle for 4th. And actually, here comes Nicholas now to the inside. He's got a good run down the back. Got a great run off turn 2 there. Wow, Howie really throws it in on the outside, and dang, he's going to just keep that spot. That thing stuck way better than I thought it would.
Yeah, it really did.
Oh, but he gets sideways, and Nicholas has a great run again.
Good run heading into turn number 1. And he's going to try to put it up the inside and make it stick here. He's forcing Howie up top. And he might just be able...
Oh, look how
he gets loose.
Sideways they get.
It's loose coming off the corner. And he's going to try again here in 3 and 4. They both get a little bit loose on entry.
Yeah, and when the 10 cuts down here, he's going to get sideways, trying to keep it off the 97. Let's see if he can keep that car straight. Got a great drive off the corner there.
Not quite able to clear him, but I think he should be able to here into turn 1.
Wow.
Oh, but
look at Howie.
Still driving it in hard on the outside.
Them brakes going to be on fire, Howie. Chill. Oh, Nicholas got loose on the inside there.
They are both battling hard for this 4th position, man.
They really are.
Almost making contact there.
Still side by side, no inch given there, no advantage.
They're both going to drive. Oh, actually, no. Nicholas backs off, lets Howie drive it in hard, and he's going to drive it back through the middle and see if
he's
he
going to try to cut down here, down the banking a little. Oh, he gets sideways, turning down again. And what's impressive is he's sideways and not losing time to Howie.
Right.
I think if he can clear Howie here, he's going to pull away from him. It's just completing that pass, which we've seen today on old tires. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, it really can be tough to do, but just a matter of being patient, getting that move done when it's your opportunity.
Like I said, I think this is a track you got to show the most patience about anywhere, and yeah, Nicholas having a lot of that right now, being clean here with Howie.
And again,
Howie really wants to hang on to it.
He's not driving it too hard into the corner. In fact, he's backing off. He's backing up his corner. That way he can arc it down through the middle and get that run off, which is really helping him on the straightaways. But on entry, Howie's able to just drive it hard in and somehow make it stick, which allows Nicholas to not gain that much ground through the corner, but still enough to the point to where if Howie makes a mistake, he can take advantage.
Here he comes again. Got a nice run there down the backstretch, coming off 2. Let's see now. We've seen Howie really throw it on the outside, and he continues to do it.
Oh, man. Side by side once again. And Howie drifts up there and gets loose.
Wow.
That allows Nicholas to get to his inside again. Get side by side with him. 80 laps complete here. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, he might have him here. If he can keep that car straight, come off the corner, I think he's going to have a good run. There he goes.
Oh, it's a little bit loose, but it's going to be enough to clear Howie, and he finally moves up to 4th. Great battle in here. As you can see, Tony Hilbrandts was actually able to get back up to second from Quentin Warman. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, we already talked about that. Well, okay.
Yeah, and then right here with Quentin, I talked about Daniel Mosteller, you know, disconnecting. He's back on track now, so obviously some issues there, unfortunately, making him 11 laps down, but he's back on track in 15th position.
Yeah, not 100% sure what happened to Daniel. That's going to be something that we'll try to figure out after the race. But
Yeah.
James Miller, a 2.7 second lead over Tony Hilbrandts. He is continuing to pull away and showing a lot of great speed here. Definitely dominating the race so far.
Yeah, just putting Matthew Fitz a lap down in 14th, and he's got another lap car right in front of him, James Mahoney, we saw go for a spin earlier in this race. You know, that'd be 13, 12 cars on the lead lap now if once he laps him. So putting down a fast pace here.
Yeah, for sure. Let's watch, let's ride along with James for about a lap or two and just see how he's making his way around this place.
Like I said, if you just listen to that throttle, the patience, how you got to wait here on that throttle to get back onto it, you'll see. Just listen here. I mean, he's still not wide open. Still not wide open till about right there. I mean, it's a long time. You're really having to work that wheel and fight that car. This is definitely a driver's racetrack for sure.
Yeah, it really is. It's tough for sure. So let's go back here, and you can see the gap is still getting bigger. 2.9 seconds now. I mean, he's just continuously pulling away from these guys. And let's take a look at the last lap. Let's take a look at the lap times here. So James's last lap was a 31.96. Tony's was a 32.16. So, I mean, that just goes to show.
Yeah.
I mean, that, you know, a lot of pace shown by James Miller here throughout the race. 3-second lead now, continuing to pull away. Meanwhile, we have Quentin here, back in third, trying to see if he can catch back up to Tony Hilbrandts. I just don't know if he's going to be able to do it on this run.
Yeah, Tony definitely has that long run pace, but not quite as much as James Miller. So, yeah, definitely a little bit surprised. I mean, it's kind of funny to say, while Quentin running third is really, he's not really having that best of a run. I mean, he's still running third. A lot of people would love to be running third, but we're so used to him leading laps, being up front, and just doesn't quite have to have the pace as James and Tony here tonight so far.
Right, and that is definitely a little surprising. You know, after qualifying, we thought he was going to be the fastest one. But like I said in practice, you know, practice and qualifying pace does not equal race pace.
Yep.
So, and I think that definitely shows. So, I mean, we saw, you know, James Miller, he qualified 4th, and he is dominating this race right now.
Yep.
So, just goes to show, just because you are not the fastest in practice and not the fastest in qualifying doesn't mean you won't be the fastest in the race. And James Miller is definitely proving that right now as we come to complete lap 88 of 200.
Yeah, just figured we got some time here, and we just try to get everybody at least on the broadcast a little bit here tonight. One guy we also haven't talked about tonight who's still on the lead lap, still up here kind of battling to get into the top 10. We got Charles Jurek in 11th, racing back here. There's actually about 4 cars pretty close together back here. 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Spencer Ray, James Colabelli. There's Charles right there, and Thomas Sewell. So they're all kind of close here in a little battle, trying to get inside the top 10 here.
Yeah, for sure. James Colabelli currently, like you said, holding on to that spot just behind Spencer Ray in 9th, and Thomas Sewell trying to come up into the mix as well. But yeah, James Miller's actually exiting turn 2 as they're going through 3 and 4, and now the gap 3.5 seconds now. I mean, it's crazy how much he's able to being able to pull away here. Let's take a look here and see Sean Williams is actually trying to close in on Jeffrey Fisher, about 9/10 of a second behind him, and continuing to try to close in. Just can't quite seem to do it very quickly. The gap that time by was about 0.8 of a second. Let's see what it is next time by.
Yeah, Sean definitely quicker the last couple laps than Jeffrey there, so we'll see if that continues here with this pace, and can have a little battle here for the 7th spot.
Let's take a look at their lap times the past couple laps. Oh no, actually, let me back here. There we go. Yeah, you can see the last couple laps, Sean has been able to close in.
Yeah.
And see what it is this time. Yeah, that last time Sean was able to close in by about 1/10.5. So the last 3 laps, he's been able to close in by 0.5, 1/10, and about 1/10.5. So continuing to close in there on Jeffrey Fisher. We'll see if he can keep that pace up and get into the 7th position.
I just want to reply to something in the chat. I guess a couple people may be having some issues with some storms. That's why some people have kind of disconnected from the race. I mean, I know actually, where I'm at, I'm getting storms too. I'm surprised I'm still here, to be honest, but we're still doing good. So,
yeah,
unfortunate.
We actually had some storms here too, earlier today and last night. Actually, no, there weren't any today, but there were some yesterday. Got a good amount of rain, some thunder, but other than that, that was really about it. But yeah, so about 3.9 seconds now is the gap between James Miller and Tony Hilbrand, and it just continues to increase. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to keep talking about it, but it's
I know, yep.
crazy.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
It really
Getting ready to shape up for maybe a little battle here. Scott Shire has run down Howie BRISS now. Howie BRISS definitely kind of, struggling on the long run pace. It seems like car on the wall right in front of them. Who is that? I believe the 2 car. Really hard on the outside wall.
Yeah, that would be Matthew Fitz.
I mean, he went into the wall really hard. Actually, almost climbed up it. If you kind of want to look at a replay there, actually, it's worth looking at.
Let's go to the replay here. See if we can see what happened to him.
I don't know if he just absolutely misjudged going into the corner there, but old tires, that thing just went straight.
Just really, drove, I guess, too hard in the corner or something and climbed up on the wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say he climbed up on the wall a little bit there. Kind of lucky we didn't get a yellow there if that thing would have flipped over, but
luckily able to keep the car straight and keep it going. Man, that was a hard hit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Scott Shire has caught Howie BRISS. Scott, really good on the long run here tonight.
Let's back to him. Yeah, he was able to close in a lot there. He's entering up top, trying to arc it down to get the run off.
Yep.
Looks like it might work here.
It's crazy. These guys are racing for a top 5 right here, and they're 11 seconds behind James Miller. It just shows the pace that 60 cars got tonight.
Right.
I'm trying to look back here really quick. I forgot James Miller. I think I said he's got 2 wins on the season. He won back at Sonoma, and then he won Richmond, one of the races that we unfortunately weren't able to broadcast. But I think James Miller would be happy if he brings this one home. He can actually go back and watch it on the broadcast here tonight. Looking for his 3rd win of the season to kind of, join that battle. We didn't really talk about the point standings. I'll just kind of talk about that really quick. It's really been them 3, Quentin, James, and Aaron. And obviously Aaron having troubles tonight. He's going to lose a lot of points tonight. But James Miller was 49 points behind Quentin coming in tonight. And with him leading all these laps and being ahead of him, he's going to gain some points if it ends like this. There's obviously a long way to go still. But it's going to be a really good points day for James Miller here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And we're only just now coming up to halfway. So what we just did for the first close to an hour, we just got to do that again. Next time by will be the halfway point for James Miller. He's just thinking, all right, all that I just did, just got to do that again, and we'll be okay.
Yep.
But definitely putting up a very strong performance so far here. as he comes around through 3 and 4. 100 laps complete. 100 remain here from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Halfway here for James Miller. And I'll tell you what, he has increased the gap 4.7 seconds.
Yep. Absolutely. Just putting on a wicked pace here tonight. For sure. Got this place figured out.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, it really, again, it's very impressive to show. And this will be a great points night for him. Like you said, with the point situation, if he can come home with the win, definitely going to help him close in on Quentin in the standings. But remember, this league, I believe, is a 36 race season, and it runs, you know, as long as the Cup Series does. You know, it runs until, I believe, November. So, gonna be a long season. Definitely a lot of time to make ground up for these guys. But still, I mean, that doesn't mean anything. These guys want to lead the points. They want to be up there the entire season, not just, you know, not just in the beginning or not, you know, just in the end. They want to be up there the entire season. And James is wanting to get these points early on, and the more points he can get throughout the regular season, early on in the season, the more that'll benefit him later in the season. So, this will definitely be some valuable points he can get if he does, if it does finish like this. And I mean, again, that 5 seconds now is the gap. So he's just continuously pulling away.
Yeah, and kind of looking ahead at the schedule here for the rest of the month of May. You know, we're in May already, which is really crazy to me. But yeah, you know, we go to another mile racetrack next week. But Hayes, it is a completely different racetrack next week. We go to Dover International Speedway.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very high banked racetrack, concrete oval. And it's you know, 24 degrees of banking, very high speeds, kind of like a Bristol on steroids, I kind of call it. And yeah, definitely a way different racetrack, even though it'll be the same size next week at Dover. And then after Dover, we go to another road course, actually Watkins Glen, with the boot. So not the typical NASCAR track. You know, it's kind of the IndyCar course they'll be running. And then the week after that, they go to the All-Star race, and then the final race in May will be the at Charlotte, doing 300 miles, 200 laps at Charlotte. Memorial Day. Actually, that's Memorial Day. So, yeah, that's that's kind of like the upcoming schedule here, over here in this league.
Yeah, that race at Charlotte definitely going to be a long race as well, half the length of the Coca-Cola 600. So, that'll be an even longer race than this. So, definitely going to be an interesting race to call for the last race of May. But currently, 94 laps remain, and I'm wondering when these guys are going to have to pit.
Yep.
Because I know if we stay green to the end, they will have to pit at least one time.
Yeah, definitely one more pit stop to go. I think it'll be one stop to the end of the race. They might be getting close to that window. I'm really not 100% sure how many laps they can go on fuel. But I think with it being a 1 mile racetrack, less than 100 to go, for sure, just one more stop to get to the end of this race.
Yeah, for sure. So, let's take a look here a little further back. Let's take a look at this battle for 7th. Sean Williams has started to catch up to Jeffrey Fisher and is about 0.3 of a second behind, trying to go for that 7th position.
We do actually have a side-by-side battle for 9th right now. Charles Jurek looking to the inside of James Colabully. They are side-by-side for 9th. They both actually got by. Yeah, Spencer Ray really has fallen back. He actually may have made a pit stop, I believe. But, yeah, these guys battling hard for 9th right here.
Yep, and you can see Charles there on the inside trying to clear James. He does.
I think he's going to get it right here.
He gets it.
Oh, James though. He ain't done it yet.
Tried to pull a crossover move back down to the inside.
Wow. And then Charles went way up high there.
He did. He's going to try to arc it back down and get the run off the corner. And it'll work. He's going to stay ahead of James. Oh, man. And then this battle up here, Scott Shire has caught up to Howie BRISS. and is now looking for the 5th position.
And right behind them, Sean Williams just got by Jeffrey Fisher, so moved Sean to 7th. Actually, a little bit of passing and racing going on here. It's kind of battles all over the racetrack right now.
Tell you what, just past halfway, coming to 90 to go. Let's kind of run through the field here.
Yep.
So looking at your leader, James Miller. I mean, what all do you need to say? I mean, he has dominated this race so far. Has, I believe, 2 wins on the season as of right now. Looking to get his 3rd here today. Currently 2nd in the standings and is doing a great job. He has shown speed throughout the season. He's shown that he can win races. He's looking to get himself another one here. Jared, why don't you take us to Tony?
Yeah, Tony Hilbrand's back here right now, about 5.5 seconds behind James Miller, but he has been consistently 2nd, 3rd, quickest car here tonight. We talked to him earlier in the race under our 1 caution flag that we've had. He wanted the long run. He's getting the long run, but he just quite doesn't have the pace for James as of right now, but having a very, very solid, much-needed 2nd place run here so far for Tony Hilbrand's there.
Yeah, and let's also take a look at Quentin Warman here, who is currently in the 3rd position. And Quentin currently leading the standings. I mean, he has been just an absolute dominant driver throughout races this season. And he won Daytona, and I believe I can't remember how many wins he has.
He's got quite a few. I can find that out really quickly for you. He's got 3 wins on the season.
3 wins. And is leading the standings as of right now, like I said. And he's, I believe, the youngest driver in the series right now. So definitely showing pace, showing that young guys can get it done. And he's doing a great job holding on to that points lead, currently running in 3rd.
Yeah, then way, way back behind him even more, 12.5 seconds, Nicholas LOVELL. And this is a guy who hasn't won this season, but he's been close. I really recall that Atlanta race we called back earlier in the season. He had a really good shot to win that race. He's had some speed this season. He's got speed here tonight, running in 4th, started 10th. Maybe not quite as fast as obviously those front 3, but he is, just needs a couple more tenths of a second pace here, and he could have something for them, guys, if we maybe get a restart or a caution flag later on this race. But a great top 5 run there so far for LOVELL here.
Yeah, definitely a good job after starting in 10th. Then the next guy we have here is Howie BRISS in the number 97 machine. And Howie has been another one of those guys who has definitely shown pace throughout the season, put up good performances, but just hasn't been able to execute it well and get that win. And he's still looking to get it here. He was able to win a couple of races last season, so he's shown that he can get it done, just hasn't been able to do it this season yet. Currently running in 5th, still waiting to get it done.
Yeah, and really quick, one more thing on Howie BRISS. I was just I'm looking at his stats right now. He has finished in the top 5 in every single race he has started the season except 1 race. So he's obviously got the speed, got the consistency, just not quite that winning pace. He's close, though. He's close. But yeah, right behind Howie here, we got Scott Shire. Again, we talked about a couple times. Winner last week at Talladega, breaking through, getting that win. May have been his first win in this series. I'm not sure, but I can try to look that up and figure that out. But yeah, a good win for him last week. Having a solid run here tonight. I think he's got something for Howie here. He's run him down. He's kind of got close and just been stuck right about, a half a second behind him. But we'll see if he can run him down. 15 seconds behind James Miller, though, is Scott Shire in 6th place.
Yeah, and then just behind Scott Shire, we have a fan favorite here. Sean Williams, driver of the number 89 machine, currently running in 7th after starting 17th. So done a good job throughout the race, making up those spots and getting up inside the top 10. And he's also another driver who knows how to get it done in this series. I'm not sure exactly how many wins he had last season, but I know for sure it was at least 1 at Talladega. I can't remember where else he was able to win at, but he knows how to get it done in this series. Hasn't been able to do it this season yet, but he has been able to put up some strong performances throughout the first 10 races of this season. He's looking to do that again, currently running in 7th, trying to continue to make his way up.
Yeah, another thing about, Sean, obviously he's probably streaming this race, streams a lot. Definitely check him out there for sure. But right behind him, Jeffrey Fisher, who, started way back in 19th, up to 8th, got up to about 7th there. Sean just got by him, but he's been and actually he's coming down pit road right now. Green flag pit
Oh
stops
yeah.
beginning here. I guess we have reached the window with just under 80 laps to go for all these lead lap cars. So pit stops beginning here for Jeffrey Fisher.
Yep. Let's actually.
And actually, our leader James Miller is on pit road right now. So a leader down pit road here under green.
I think we're gonna have to pause our run
Or through the field here.
so we can pay attention to pit stops here. 80 laps to go. So
Scott Shire on pit road as well.
how they're running, they should be able. Yeah, they will be able to make it to the end. After pit stops here, should just be a one-stopper, and then they run these final 80 laps to the end, or well, maybe less, depending on how long Tony stays out. This might be Tony's opportunity to try something and see if he can't make up track position. Quentin Warman headed to pit road now, along with Nicholas Lavelle, Howie BRISS.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Tony Hilbrand. He definitely wanting to stay out, get the bonus points for leading a lap, I believe. So that's kind of what he's doing here.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see when he goes to pit road. In fact, he's actually headed in
Right
this
now.
time. And we'll see if Sean Williams. Sean is way behind in second. So Tony's going to get another lap lead here as well. Let's take a look at where James Miller is currently. If we can find him here. There we go.
And he's already going into turn 3.
Oh, yeah. And here comes Tony into his box. And Sean is actually headed to pit road as well. And here's James Miller coming by the start-finish line. He's going to get by Tony, no problem.
Yeah, Tony's still changing the tires, and James goes right by him. So, I mean, good. Pit road, green flag. This is the area where mistakes can happen. You get a speeding penalty. It's the one thing I wish that they would change in iRacing, because the penalty for speeding is absolutely massive. So, yeah, it's actually like a 40-second hold, I believe, for speeding. I would know. I did that twice this weekend. But anyway, so yeah, it's a big penalty, so you got to be careful. This pit road, though, I feel like it's pretty easy to get onto compared to some other tracks. So I don't think we'll see any really issues there.
Actually, Tony and Sean are having to head back down pit road.
As I say that,
Yeah.
I can try to maybe figure out if maybe he happened to be speeding on pit road. And it looked like Tony got it down pretty well. Huh, that's interesting. I'm not really sure.
Don't know.
And Sean too. So
yeah. Both of them are exiting quickly. Really don't know.
head scratcher on that one. Not really sure
Right,
why they had to come down pit road a second time, but especially for Tony running second, that's going to be huge for him. I mean, he's going to lose a lot of track position.
That is really odd, and that is going to affect Tony's race tremendously. He's going to lose a lot of ground for that. In fact, he's a lap down now, currently running in 9th.
Wow.
Man. That will, however, be good for Quentin Warman, who will move
to get to
back
second.
up into the second position. But he's 14 seconds behind.
Oh,
James
my
Miller
goodness.
has pulled away by 14 seconds over second place. I mean,
And he
that
just
is
lapped.
insane.
He just lapped the 8th place car of
Wow.
Spencer Ray. So 7 cars right now on the lead lap.
And the 7th place car is only halfway down the backstretch, and James is exiting turn 2.
And I believe that 7th place car also still needs to pit. So we're going to be down to about, because Sean had to make an extra pit stop. Yeah, here comes James Mahone down pit road now. So that's 7th place. Now we're going to have just 6 cars on the lead lap, Hayes. Holy cow. What a dominating performance by this guy.
It is absolutely crazy, the performance that he is putting up here. And he's going to keep it going. 13.7 seconds is now the gap. I mean, I'm telling you, this is absolutely crazy. But I think now might not be a bad time to do a little crank it up, shall we?
All right.
12.9 seconds is currently the gap now between James Miller and Quentin Warman. They are both about a half a lap apart roughly, with 66 laps to go.
Yep, and just 6 cars on the lead lap here. And actually, we do have a battle, though. Third place, Howie BRISS, Nicholas LOVELL. Howie did get back in front of Nicholas here on the short run. And now Nicholas looks like he's trying to get back on him to get this spot.
Yep, he is trying his best to get a run here to take that position about 2/10 back from Howie. And still trying to take that spot away. He's entering a little bit higher, about half a lane higher. Gonna try to cross it back down and get a little bit of a run off the corner. And is not quite able to do it that time. We can see Quentin Warman is actually he's been able to cut the gap down between him and James, but I mean, you know,
yep.
60
Instead of a whole lot, it's just a lot now.
Right. 64 laps at a track like this isn't really that long. So, I mean, really, it's, you know, roughly 13 seconds being made up in 64 laps. It's really not likely. I think Quentin might need a caution or something if he's going to make that time up. But
I think this whole field, besides James Miller, is looking for a caution flag right now. Everybody wants a chance to get restacked up, have a shot at James on these short runs, because I do think if we were to get a caution, I do think Quentin's got a shot on the short run. He definitely does.
Sure.
He showed some speed. He was racing him, led a couple laps early, side-by-side battling with James. So if we get a caution flag, this definitely is not in the hands of James Miller. There's definitely some guy, Howie BRISS, we've seen some short-run speed out of him. Tony Hilbrand's too. Right now, 1 lap down, but in the lucky dog position. He would love to get a caution flag right now and get back on the lead lap because he's definitely got a top 3 car as well.
yeah, for sure. So you can see actually Sean Williams, the first car or the last car on the lead lap, I believe.
He's the last car, 1 lap down. In 11th place, Sean Williams is.
Okay. I actually got it wrong.
He had to.
Okay,
we still really am not sure why he and Tony had to make that extra pit stop, but you know, obviously they fell back quite a bit doing that.
Yeah, I really, you know, it's crazy to see that only 6 cars, counting the leader on the lead lap. The next guy, last one on the lead lap, is Jeffrey Fisher. He's only about a straightaway ahead of James Miller.
Yep.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yep, our 6 drivers on the lead lap: James Miller, Quentin Warman, Howie BRISS, Nicholas LOVELL, Scott Shire, and Jeffrey Fisher. That's it right there. Those 6 guys on the lead lap.
60 laps remain here from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Again, just want to say, everybody watching, we'd like to thank you for tuning into the High Speed Racing Network and watching our races. And something I just want to acknowledge, we are at 99 subscribers. We are just 1 away from hitting the milestone of 100. So any of you watching, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe. Oh, man.
Oh, wow. This is going to change the entire race. Here we go.
Okay,
Caution flag is out.
Let's not talk about that anymore. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Spencer Ray, same guy who was involved in this first caution, I believe was involved in this one as well. Let's go to the replay.
And the other same guy in that first caution was involved with him as well. Cole Fralick got a piece of it as well.
And it was on the front stretch again.
Yep.
All right,
that is not what James Miller wanted to see at all.
All right, so let's see. You can see Spencer Ray gets loose off the corner. He tags the outside wall, immediately counter steers it.
Yeah.
And hits the wall head on, and then comes down the track.
Cole Fralick just nowhere to go.
Yeah, Cole thought he was going to stay high, and he loses it again, and clips Cole. Cole hits the wall. Spencer goes back down, hits the inside wall, and spins around. Yeah, Cole, there was nothing Cole could do in that situation.
That might be a fun onboard to look at.
Oh, yeah, let's try to look at that here.
Cole Fralick, by the way, 17 laps down after his troubles earlier in 16th. Still out there, you know, getting some laps in. trying to gain as many spots as he can, but really close call there.
It's right on board with Cole here.
Yeah.
Oh. See, almost had it missed, and then just got hooked there. Alright, well, second caution of the race coming out.
Yeah.
late.
And this is, like I said, I mean, this is going to get, and Tony Hillbrandt's going to get the lucky dog here, too. So that's a really big, big caution flag for him as well. So.
That is really not what James wanted to see.
No, it is not.
I think
And
that's for
like I
sure.
said, I think Quentin, on the short run, he has a shot. He definitely does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, James Miller for sure going to be the first one, you know, be the leader here. He has such a big gap, he didn't have to worry about pit road. Yeah, actually on that pit stop, it looks like Howie BRISS moved into second place.
Yeah.
So, all the lap down cars coming on pit road, which is actually more lap down cars than lead lap cars. So,
All right, let's see if we have anybody here that we can get up to get interviewed here. Let's see if we can get a word in with Howie BRISS.
all right.
Actually, it's I believe the guy I interviewed, the last guy. Why don't you take Howie?
Yep. Howie BRISS, you're in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Hey man, it's been obviously kind of a really strung out race, but we get a caution flag here. This whole thing changes now with the short runs now. Maybe do you think you have a shot at James Miller? He's been pretty fast though here tonight.
Well, if it goes green all the way and Quinn doesn't run me over, I think we got a shot here. So.
All right, well, that's what I like to hear. A little bit of confidence there. Obviously, New Hampshire, a very unique track. We're seeing a lot of people sliding around, but it seems like there's a couple lanes that do work. How is the racetrack from your viewpoint?
Tight in and then loose off. I mean, on a long run, it gets really loose off. So it's very questionable. But I think James Miller, he's going to be the one to watch. If this goes green, he's going to be screwed. So.
Yep, well, he's definitely got it figured out though here tonight. They're going back green here. We'll see if we talk to you later here at the end of this race. Good luck, Howie.
Good.
All right.
Alright, that was a quick word here with Howie BRISS. Currently running in second. Going to restart on the inside, actually, on this restart. James Miller has chosen the outside lane. Going to restart with just 55 laps to go, which, like we've said, is not a long way at a track like this. So, we'll see if James is able to pull away. Actually, Quentin Warman going to restart in fourth here on the inside behind Howie BRISS. Or actually in third, sorry, just on the inside. But there goes James Miller. Not a great jump here. 55 laps to go as they race their way down into turn number 1. Howie BRISS driving it hard to the inside, gets clear for second. And now he's going to try to make a move. Oh, we got some guys spinning at the back. Cole Fraley.
Oh, man, again. Oh, and Spencer is in this one, too. Oh, my goodness.
Man, James Mahone was one of them as well. But I believe Cole Fralick was one of the first guys involved. Let's go to the replay and see if we can find out what happened. Man.
I tell you what, some people are just always around the cautions at the wrong time.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Spencer, when we see this replay, Spencer just had nowhere to go there. Unfortunately, gets involved in another crash here tonight.
So let's see. You can see Cole's coming up 3 wide on the outside. There's James on the bottom. Or both James Colabelli and James Mahone on his inside. You see James Mahone drifts up, clips Cole. That sends Cole around, and that sends James Mahone around as well. So Cole goes up and hits the wall. This is actually right ahead of Tony. Tony's having to make a sharp turn down to miss him.
And Tony did a great job avoiding that. You're right, yeah.
And you can see Spencer Ray, looks like he's going to get through it, and then James Mahone is still trying to correct it. So he spins right back up in front of Spencer Ray. And that sends Spencer up into the wall, and then the number 2 is involved as well, having to get on the brakes. Still hits him. Big crash here.
Yes. And that's going to be the thing here now, you know, getting towards the end of the race. You know, a lot of cautions, precautions with these restarts and stack-ups, and here we go again. We've had 2 cautions now really quick, had 1 in the first 140
Actually, Tony
laps.
Hillbrandt's is the new leader.
Oh, wow.
James Miller decided to go to pit road and get fresh tires. I don't know if he...
Well, Howie BRISS is leading, actually. Not Tony, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. James
all good.
Miller James
I was
Miller, I guess he might have stayed out under the last caution. That would be the only
I w-
explanation.
yeah, I was a little confused when we were talking to Howie there, saying that if we get a long run, James would be screwed because I don't know if he's in the same race that we've been watching, but no one's been able to
Yeah.
touch James Miller on the long run. So I was a little confused on why he said that, but now James Miller's gonna have to drive through some cars, and we've seen how hard it is to pass after some laps get on the tires. So not quite sure what happened there, but
Well, all I know is now he's gonna have to restart around in 7th. And,
yeah.
work his way up through these cars. So Tony Hillbrands, we'll see if he can take advantage of this.
Yeah, this
Um,
is big for Tony too.
Oh, okay. Did I say Tony Hillbrands again?
Yeah, you seem to get him and Howie mixed up a lot.
Yeah, Howie BRISS. Sorry. Let's see if we can get let's try to get Scott Shire in here, currently sitting in 3rd.
All right, and here you go.
Hey Scott, it's Hayes and Jared up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, man. So you've been spending the whole race trying to work your way up, and now you're currently sitting in 3rd, gonna restart with about 50 laps to go, it looks like. So what are your plans gonna be for these final 50 laps?
Try not to spin it out because the tires are real slippery on on new tires.
Yeah. So speaking of that, comparing, a very long run getting old tires to the fresh tires, how would you say your car has been handling?
I prefer it on the longer run because it handles a lot more better than on the new tires. That's where I'm good at, so on the long run.
All right, man. Well, I'll go and let you go here and let you run this race out. But good luck in these final 50 laps, and we'll see what you can do.
Nice talking to you.
All right.
All right, quick word there with Scott. And now it'll be Quentin Warman and Howie BRISS on the front row for this restart. Going to be 50 laps to go now here from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And we'll see if they can get it done. You can see James Miller restarting in 7th there. A little further back. He's got to pass all these guys on these fresher tires.
Yeah, going to be very interesting to watch his race now.
And Tony Hillbrands, Howie BRISS gets a
That's
good
Howie, Hayes, come
I
on.
know, I'm sorry. 50 laps to go. Howie BRISS gets a good jump, races him down to turn number 1. Now let's watch James Miller as he tries to make his way up through the field. He gets held up there by Jeffrey Fisher.
Yeah, he's going to be boxing here on these restarts too. It's got a lot of grip, the car's handling really good right here.
Oh,
he's
James
sideways,
loses
he's
it.
going to spin it,
Oh,
save
he
it, save
saves
it.
a good save, but he's going to lose
Holy
a lot
cow,
of
that
time.
thing, I was just talking about these cars that had grip. His didn't there. Man, that thing got sideways quick.
He didn't lose position, but some guys
Lost
did
a
pass him.
lot of time though there.
Yeah, he lost time. So I tell you what, that is what Howie wanted to see. He's going to try to take
Yes, it
advantage of
is.
this and drive away. And I tell you what, if this race goes green to the end, I don't know, man. I mean, it's going to be
gonna be
even
close.
tougher now for James Miller.
Yeah, it really is. I am just so. I mean, it'll be interesting to talk to him at the end of this race if we can. I mean, if he finishes up here, to know like why he pitted or what happened there, because I'm confused. But yeah, back in 7th now, the farthest he's been this whole race back. We'll see if he can charge forward. But up front, Howie BRISS is getting pressure from Quentin Warman here.
He sure is. Quentin's going
Look
to
at
try to
this.
swerve, try to find a good line to run on entry. He's going to take the outside.
And that was a good move. I
And-
like that. He's
yeah,
going to
it
get to the
was.
outside of him there. Oh, but Howie cut the middle there really well.
Oh, Quentin might
Let's
have
see
a
if he
run here. He's
blocks
going to take
him.
a peek to the inside. Howie's going to block. Now
Woo!
Quentin's going to go back high. Oh, man. Quentin's going to try to cross over, try to see if he can't cut back down low. And
Great racing
he
for the lead
will.
here.
He's going to try to get to his inside on the backstretch here.
And we've seen Howie earlier battling. He throws it into the corner really deep. But wow, Quentin threw it even harder there on
Yeah,
the
he did.
inside.
Oh,
Let's see if they
man.
can keep it off of him.
And look at Nicholas Lavelle here. He's going to try
Yes,
to take
he's
advantage
sitting
of this
here.
battle.
He's sitting here watching these guys. He's like, all right, y'all can go ahead and hit each other, bump. I'll just go right on by you. He's just going to sit there and wait. Side by side for the lead here.
Quentin's going to dive it down to the inside. And he might be able to clear Howie here. Yo, not quite.
Not quite. Yeah, Howie got a great run on the outside there, down the long back straightaway here. Let's see who gets it into 3.
Quentin's going to try to throw it in once again here and see if he can't make that car turn, arc it down to get the run off. 45 laps to go this time by. Howie gets loose. Oh, man. Almost gets into Quentin there. And again, Nicholas LOVELL just hoping these guys can still race and, see if he can't take advantage and get by these guys. Tony Hilbrand's coming up into the mix now as well.
They
Howie
are
BRISS gets
both
another
sideways there.
Oh,
Whew,
man.
Putting on a show here at New Hampshire,
Absolutely.
side by side for the lead. Oh, Quentin might have him this time.
Oh, he might be able to if he can arc it down once again. And he does. Nope, never mind.
Oh,
Nope, yes, he
Howie
does.
got sideways there.
Quentin is able to clear him and take the lead
ain't-
back. Oh,
he ain't gonna
man,
give up.
Nicholas LOVELL climbs the wall on the front straightaway.
Wow. And look at Tony Hilbrand. What a
He's
comeback here for the 92.
Yeah, good job. He's going to be able to take advantage of that hit with the wall from Nicholas LOVELL and get into the 3rd position. Now, James Miller has actually been able to get by the lap cars. He is charging back up now and
He
trying
is
to get
flying
back
through this field right now.
up. Yeah, he is. 43 laps to go. We'll see if he can get by these guys in time and get it done. Quentin Warman has taken the lead back, but he knows that James Miller's coming back up. He's going to try to take this opportunity to drive away and hold on to this thing to see if he can't extend his gap between him and James Miller in the points. But James is now he's looking to the inside of Scott Shire. He's going to take that position here heading into 3 and 4.
Yeah, and we just talked to Scott. He prefers the long run. He likes he says his car feels better in the long run. I think James will be able to get by him pretty easily here, and he does right there, coming off 4. Should have the advantage going into 1 here.
And yep, he does. He's able to throw it into the corner on the inside and get clear for the 6th position. Quentin Warman still able to hang on to the lead. Howie BRISS loose there coming off of turn 2.
Ooh, everybody loose there.
Tony Hilbrand isn't going to give up either. He's going to try to take that spot from Howie, see if he can't run down Quentin here on the long run. Coming to 41 laps to go. Nicholas LOVELL here able to stay up there as well. Now,
Oh, big
James
wreck
Miller.
in turn
Oh.
3. Charles Jurek, Cole Freilich around.
there's the caution.
Couple of
Oh,
cars
man.
around here.
Cole Freilich in another one here.
Man, I tell you.
Let's,
Oh, man, he just got in there really hot.
All right, let's take a look at what happened here between these two.
Yeah, and the unfortunate part here for Charles is he was on the lead lap there, got the lucky dog the last time, and was running in the 8th position.
Yeah, it looks like Cole just drove it in a little too hard and got into him, spun him out. Oh, man. Turns Charles around, and they both get into the outside wall, and that brings out our 4th caution of the race with just 41 laps to go. So I bet
Yeah,
you
tough break there for the 8th place driver there.
say that was both. I'd say that was good for James Miller. He's up to 4th now. So he's.
I
gonna
tell you
try
what,
to-
Howie BRISS, the only one of the leaders to come down pit road here, get some tires.
Yeah. All right, let's
Oh, Scott Shire as well.
let's see if we can get a word in here with. Let's see. Have we already talked to Tony?
Yes, we have.
Let's see. How
What
about
about LOVELL?
Yeah, that's just what I was about to say. How about you get a word in with LOVELL?
All right. Nicholas, you're in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you've had a really strong run here tonight. Top 5 most of this race. Started kind of deep in the field, worked your way up forward. You're up there racing with all these guys. You all seem pretty evenly matched on the short run. What do you got for these guys, and how's the track out there for you tonight?
You know, if I could find a way to not hit the wall going down the straightaway, I'll probably be okay.
Yeah, we did see that. Just letting you know,
Yeah,
we did catch
figured
that.
Everybody saw that. Perfect. That's great. Yeah, gonna try and not do that again, and then
Yeah.
hopefully salvage a top 5, assuming my steering's not bent. I don't think it is. I think I'm okay.
Well, that's good. Hopefully you keep it out of the wall on the straightaways for sure. But yeah, we obviously a lot of green flag racing, but now getting down to the end of this, a lot of short runs. But besides hitting the wall, though, how has the car felt for you tonight?
That's pretty good. Rotates through the center. It's a little scary off, but it's not bad.
Yeah, definitely seems like a really fun time out there tonight. Well, you're going to restart in the 3rd position. So looking for that first win of the season. I wish you the best of luck, and good luck the rest of the race, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out here and run over Tony. I'll watch out.
All right, well, we'll be looking for that. All right, good luck, man.
Yep, see ya.
That was a good word there from Nicholas Lavelle. Going to restart in third. Here, I believe it's going to be 37 laps to go. So, again, not a lot of time left in this race. But we'll see if that's enough time for James Miller to get back up to the lead. I tell you what, Quentin Warman, he knows he wants to get another win on the season. And he sure is going to fight for it here, I'm sure.
Yeah.
37 laps. He's going to try to use this lead to his advantage, try to get a good jump on the restart, see if he can't pull away. And you better believe that Tony's going to try to battle with
Yes.
with James. You know, Tony's been a fast guy throughout
we
the race
did-
as well.
We did mention, though, on this caution flag, Howie BRISS and Scott Shire did get tires. I know they only ran about 5 laps, but that could be a difference if this thing were to go green to the end. So we'll have to watch Howie and Scott there. And also want to mention really quick, Sean Williams did get the free pass on this caution flag. So Sean Williams back on lead lap in that 9th position. 9 cars on lead lap for this restart here.
All right, so we'll see what happens here as we come to 37 laps to go here from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. As they come off of turn number 4, Quentin Warman immediately gets going. 37 laps remain. Now we'll see what James Miller can do. We'll see if he can get by Nicholas Lavelle here into turn 1. He actually gets loose there on entry. And Lavelle's going to try to stay to his inside. Now he's going to take a peek to the outside of Tony. Gets into the back of Tony. And hugs Tony
he turns
around.
him! Oh, hard into
no.
Howie BRISS.
Oh, no. And Tony goes around into Howie.
Ah,
That'll
man.
bring out our 5th caution of the race. Let's go to the replay here.
I don't think Tony's going to be happy about
Yeah.
that one.
All right, let's take a look at it here in slow motion. And you can see Tony's
Oh, man.
Tony's sliding up, trying to block James. James is not lifting at this point. He's trying to get to his outside. And at
There
this
just
point,
really wasn't room there.
right at this point, he already gets in the back of Tony once, and then Tony slides up again, gets hooked again, and then slides down the track into Howie. And then, oh man, that shoots both of them around.
And that's a hard hit between those 2 cars, too. Howie's got some damage for sure. Tony Hillbrand's big-time damage. I mean, James, you know, he's being aggressive. He's been fast. He's been the dominant car. And, I mean, that's the situation there where, you know, 35 laps to go. Maybe you lift a little bit there, but
Yeah.
he was trying to be aggressive and get that position. And unfortunately got into the back of Tony there.
Yeah, really unfortunate situation for 2 fast guys are now have damage, and it's really I doubt either of them are going to be too happy about that. But 5th caution of the race comes out, 35 laps to go. Man.
Yeah, and you know, this race was so clean, and here we are now having caution after caution after caution. So,
Right. So let's see if we can find somebody else here to get interview. Actually, Jeffrey Fisher has made his way up into the 4th position.
okay.
He is not in the Discord, I don't think. Let's see if we can find somebody else here. We do have Charles Jurek in here. Let's see if we can get him.
And he's been on the lead lap most of this race. So yeah, we'll get a word in with him here. And here you go.
Hey Charles, it's Hayes up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Hayes.
All right, man. So you currently running P6. We've seen you running solidly around the top 10 throughout a lot of the race, and about gonna restart with about 30 to go. What are your plans gonna be to make up more spots here from the 6th position?
Honestly, just survive. That's my game plan. That's been my game plan.
Yeah, for sure. So throughout these first 166 laps, how would you say the race has gone for you so far?
Well, earlier racing with Cole Bally, that was a lot of fun, but I'm not that great at saving tires. So we'll see here because I didn't take tires when I came in and fixed that damage. So we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go here and see if you can finish out this race with a good finish, man. Thanks for talking to us.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was a quick word with Charles Jurek. And coming to the restart, it's going to be 32 laps to go. Quentin Warman still your leader, but we'll see if he's able to hang on to it. He's going to need to get a good jump here on the restart and hope that Nicholas Lovell is able to battle with James Miller here.
Yep, and Howie BRISS fixing some damage, I think. Tony Hilbrand's unfortunately 1 lap down now from that crash. And James Miller did not get any damage in any of that, causing that crash. So restarting in 3rd. Going to get the restart with about 31 to go.
And Quentin immediately gets going on the restart. A good jump. 32 laps remain. Can he hang on to it? We'll see if Nicholas Lovell is able to battle here in 1 and 2 with James Miller. He's going to lose some ground here, but he should be able to arc it through and get a run off. Yes, he does. Now here comes Jeffrey Fisher in the number 22. The more these guys can battle, the more Quentin can pull away, and that's what Quentin wants here. But I don't think that's going to happen. Yep, James Miller is going to be able to clear Nicholas Lovell.
Yes, he
now
is.
Nicholas and Jeffrey are going to battle, and now we'll see if James is able to run down Quentin.
Yeah, he's got 30 laps to make this pass. I mean, he's been the dominant car, but we've seen some contact now. We've seen what's he going to do to get this lead now from Quentin Warman.
Yeah, for sure. Like we've said, 30 laps is not a long time at this track. We see somebody in the wall at the back. I believe that's Charles Jurek. He tags the wall coming off of turn 2, but he's going to be able to keep it straight. 3/4 tenths of a second is the gap right now between James Miller and Quentin Warman. You know James is faster, but does he have enough time?
Yeah, he definitely has the time. 29 laps to go, but catch him one thing, pass another. That's how it is at every racetrack here. But this track, It seems like it's been pretty tough to make that pass, but the amount of speed that 60 has had today, it might not be that tough for him.
Yeah, I really don't know if it will be. He is driving it hard into the corner there on the
look
inside,
at that.
and he is able to make it stick as well. But Quentin is able to pull away there from the outside. He's able to arc it down and pull away, which is the advantage of running that middle lane. So if he keeps doing that, we'll see how long he's able to hang on to it for. 29 laps to go, 28 this time. Gets loose there off of turn 2. I don't know, man. I think even though James is the faster car, I think with how competitive and how fast Quentin is,
Yes, it's going to be hard to pass him. It definitely is.
going to be tough to pass. And with just 28 laps to go, it will be a hard battle to the end. And if these two start battling, you never know. Nicholas Lovell could get up here.
Yeah, he's been solid all race too. Besides, like you said, hitting the wall in the straightaway there a few laps ago. But right there in 3rd, if these guys get making contact, though, he's in a really good position right there in that 3rd position. How about Jeffrey Fisher, really quick, right behind these guys, running in 4th? What a great run for him tonight. And he's actually looking to get that 3rd spot right there close on Nicholas there.
He's looking to be in the catbird seat here
Yeah.
in case these guys make contact. And actually, Nicholas, he might be.
Oh, here he
Nicholas
comes.
just tagged the wall again, coming off of turn 4, and that's going to allow Jeffrey to get to the inside and take that 3rd position. Going to slide up in front.
Yes.
We're actually having to check up a little bit. So Jeffrey Fisher moving into the 3rd position. Good job moving up there. Like we said, started 19th, and he has made his way up inside the top 3.
Yeah, definitely the biggest mover for sure tonight. 19th to 3rd. I mean, what a charge here for Jeffrey here. And meanwhile, up front, James Miller trying to put the pressure on him. 25 to go.
26 to go, actually. Yeah, James is... Oh, he actually took a peek to the inside that time. But again, with how hard he's driving it into the corner, that's going to allow Quentin to really pull away off of the corner and make that time back up. So, I don't know, man. He may have to wait for the long run for the tires to kick in so he can really make something happen. I'm not sure. He's got 25 laps to do it here. It's going to be tough. Gets right on
Yep.
board with James Miller
Yeah.
as he tries to get by Quentin. We can see what he sees, see how he's driving here.
And I've been noticing with James Miller, he is entering the corner a lot lower than most everybody else is tonight, and obviously it's it's been working. I mean, he's been the fastest guy here all night long, and he just has a much more shallow entry to these corners here tonight. I mean, look at that. I mean, just way different than Quentin leading this race.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but again, look at how Quentin's able to arc it down and make up that ground coming off.
Yep.
And that's going to be tough for James to handle. He's still driving it hard, but the thing is, like we've been saying, he's able to make it stick for the most part, which is it's not particularly easy to do that. So 0.4 of a second back. He's going to keep on trying here. 23 laps to go. All Quentin's doing right now is just continuing to run like he's running, just trying to run out the laps. Keep giving James less time to get up there. And actually, we have a battle.
Third place.
Continuing to
Yep.
heat up. Third, Nicholas Lavelle trying to come back and take that spot away from Jeffrey Fisher. Ooh, they are battling
Man,
hard
that
here.
is. They are
Close
door to
quarters
door
race.
right there through the corner.
But now look
Oh,
at,
we got
oh my
sideways.
gosh. But look at Scott Shire and Howie BRISS looking to be a part of this battle.
Yep.
Oh, they're almost making contact. This is a
Man,
crazy battle here for third. Actually, Nicholas throws it in and is able to
he's gonna get it.
slide up in front.
No, he gets sideways,
Oh.
hitting the curve there, the seam there a little bit.
Now Jeffrey's gonna back off a little bit here and try to go to the inside.
This is a close race, and look at all these cars right here in a line. Sean Williams at the back of this
Great
battle as well. Oh,
Jeffrey
man.
tagged the wall there. Look at Howie BRISS trying to make a move here on Scott Shire. But the real battle is going to be up here at the front. Continuing to pull away about 2.5 seconds ahead of those guys is James Miller and Quentin Warman. About 0.3 of a second apart. Coming to 20 to go. James is starting to slide up a bit more through the middle of the corner. I think he's going to need to start doing that to try to get a run off of the corner.
Yeah, I think he's just, man.
Oh,
He's got a good run there. Quentin's got to shut the door, though.
Yep, and Quentin again is going to pull away off of the corner.
Oh, trouble off turn
Oh.
2. Jeffrey Fisher gets turned by Scott Shire, and the caution is out.
Oh, man. Let's go to the replay
They
here
were-
and see how
They were
that
racing
happened.
hard for the lead. They
Yeah,
were
they
racing
were.
hard for a top 5. And unfortunately,
All right, let's see if we can figure out how that happened. So you can see Scott gets right there behind Jeffrey. He's getting to his bumper and just hooks him. I don't
Yep.
think he intended on, or actually no. Hang on.
I definitely Fisher there
Oh,
got
yeah,
a little
he
bit
did.
sideways, a little bit loose. I think he got out of the gas, and Scott wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it. He still ran into the back
It
of
was
him,
just a
but
slight
yeah,
tap.
that's definitely racing right there. I mean,
Right.
that's just, you know, he was loose. He had to get out of the gas. Scott wasn't really expecting that, and that's definitely what happened there. I think.
Yeah, I think you might be right. So
I think we're gonna see everybody come down pit road. Oh, or not.
let's go back here live and take a look. James Miller stays out.
Quentin Warman
heads
comes
to
down pit road though.
Oh, wow. To be honest, I don't know if I would have done that.
It's gonna depend on where he restarts.
Yeah.
It looks like Nicholas Lavelle came down pit road. The 22, obviously, he just crashed.
'Cause what was that, like a 15 lap-ish run?
Yeah, I mean,
And we got some laps
We only-
in before that, so he's going to be
we
on
only
fresher
got-
tires.
we only got 8 cars on the lead lap though. I think, you know, Quentin's been so fast on these short runs, but we've seen how hard it is to pass.
Right.
It's gonna be close. I mean, he might have a shot still.
That's true. So
To
let's...
get, to
look
get
at
back to
Sean.
James.
Sean's made his way up here to third. Let's get an interview
Third
with him.
place,
I think
yeah.
it's your turn to interview somebody, so let's get Sean up here.
Oh, Shawnee, you're in the booth. This is Jared. Got a copy?
Jer Bear.
Well, it's definitely been a tale of two races here tonight. This thing went green for so long, and now we're seeing a rash of cautions. You are in third place right now, my guy. How you feeling? What's going on out there tonight with you?
You know, when we did those green flag pit stops,
Yeah, what happened there? I actually was curious about that. You
Yeah,
and Tony both had to come down again.
well, I missed my pit stall the first time.
Well, why'd you do that?
Well, I wasn't paying attention, so that kind of messed me up. But hey, we're in third now. I stayed
Well-
out because I don't have any tires left, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be an interesting restart here, guys. With tires coming in there, coming and getting tires there. Less than 15 to go. Like I said, third place. I mean, obviously James Miller's been the fastest car here tonight, but you never know what can happen here. So, what do you think about these last, 10 laps or so here?
I'll probably go. I'll get run over. I'm sure somebody's gonna run me over. But you know what? I don't like this track, but this setup's fun, and I'm
It
doing a lot
seems like
better
it,
than
yes,
I
yeah.
expected to tonight. So you know what? I'm happy no matter what. I'm just happy, Jared Bear. I'm happy.
Well, I'm glad that you're happy. We're happy up here broadcasting. You're happy
Hi,
on the
Hayes.
track.
Hello.
So it's always good to get a word in with you. Good luck. Third place. Never know. You never know what could happen. Maybe we'll talk
Hey,
to you in
you
victory
you
lane.
never know.
Okay.
This iRacing deal, it's crazy sometimes.
It's crazy.
It's
It is a
just
crazy
wild,
time.
You know, I'm either I could finish first or I could finish like in the grandstands. Who knows?
But like you said, you're gonna be happy, and that's what matters. So,
I am
all
so
right.
happy.
Well, lights are out. We gotta let you go, man.
All right.
We'll talk to you later, hopefully.
Thank you for the curse. I really appreciate it.
Yep, you're
Yeah,
spinning
for
the
sure.
next restart. All right, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Sean. Always a good time interviewing Sean when Jared's the one interviewing him. So gonna be 50. What if he actually spins on this restart? That's the thing.
I need to retire from broadcasting then.
Yeah.
I
You'll be
guess you're
fired.
gonna have to hire. You're gonna fire me. Someone else get hired. All right. I won't scream as much anymore then. Okay,
Yep.
here we go.
All right, let's see what happens here on this restart. 15 laps remain. James Miller has gotten back to the lead, but we'll see if Quentin Warman is able to get up there on the fresher tires. James Miller going to take this opportunity to get a good jump here. Green flag back in the air. Just 15 laps remain here from New Hampshire as they race down to turn number 1. Now Quentin Warman there behind
Yep.
Sean Williams. It's gonna get stacked up here through 1 and 2.
Oh no!
Quentin's
Don't
trying-
run over, Sean.
Oh, man. I thought he was going to for a second.
Yeah, Quentin Warman's got the fresh tires. He's got to go, and if he
He
has a
does.
shot there, he kind of got held up there a little bit.
Yeah, he's
Now they all
continuing
go to
get
the
held up.
outside here.
You know,
Oh,
with a
this
track
is all
like
kind
this,
of
you
maybe
are going to be
3 wide.
faster with fresher tires, but with how hard it is to pass, I mean, it can still be tough to make up ground. So it's not like a mile and a half where you can really go at it. I mean, you got to really be careful here, even if you are on fresher tires. So,
Yep.
Quentin's definitely continuing to get held up here,
Ooh, 3 wide off the
Oh.
corner.
but he's going to take this opportunity to get clear of Sean and Jeffrey, and now he's going to go down to the inside of Nicholas Lavelle. Try to get by him here for the 4th position. He's not quite able to make that work, but he's going to get checked
Oh
up.
man.
Now Nicholas Lavelle down to the inside of Scott Shire. And look at this, James Miller pulling away by 0.6 of a second over Howie BRISS.
Nicholas Lavelle gets by Scott Shire. Here comes Quentin Warman by Scott. Scott falling back here on this restart.
And Quentin knows, like, he's got to go now. He's he's running out of time really quickly.
Oh man,
Woo.
Jeffrey just
Oh,
barely.
man.
Oh, and he gets turned
Oh,
on
no.
the straightaway.
Oh.
Big crash.
Hard into the
Sean-
wall. Oh, Sean
Oh,
involved.
Sean
No.
said it. No.
You gave him the curse. Oh, man. Oh, and he gets hit again. Oh, wow.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh, and they're
I-
oh, yeah, that's not good. That is not
Yeah,
good. You know
I think-
Jeffrey's
I
not
think-
happy. Oh,
yeah, he
some
is.
tempers flaring for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he did get turned on the straightaway there, a bad bump. The bad thing about these ARCA cars and the situation there, I think we'll look at a replay for sure. But Scott's just trying to push him. He's not trying to wreck him there. And unfortunately, these ARCA cars, you just can't push. And Jeffrey really did kind of pull a pretty big slider there on him, and man, just causes
Yeah,
a big
let's take a look
crash.
here. Take a look at what happened, and man, this was definitely a big crash for sure. So you can see Jeffrey is getting loose here, but he's sliding up the track
I mean,
in front of Scott, and you can see Scott's coming back. Scott's trying to cross over and make a move here, and Jeffrey pulls down.
I can't put
And
that
then
all on Scott,
Scott
honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say that might have been a racing incident. I don't know. It's just kind of tough to gauge here.
He
And
kind
then
of
you can
pulled up
see,
right in front of him. It was very close. He kind of got sideways. He was swerving a little bit.
You can see Scott's still getting sideways here, and he slides right in front of Sean.
Yeah,
He should
I
not
did
have
it.
interviewed Sean.
I did it.
Yep.
I'm
Sean
done
had
interviewing
nowhere to
people.
go. And with that, Jared's going to be fired from the High Speed Racing Network. This will be the last time he broadcasts with us.
Oh,
man.
man.
An unfortunate situation for these guys. 3 fast guys.
Yeah.
All taken out. And you can see here
Now-
after this, you can see Jeffrey is running into Scott.
Just
He
frustration.
is
Yeah.
not happy at all. And I think after that, he ran into him again as well.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm not
Yeah.
sure if anything will happen with that, but obviously just frustration. His view, he's going down the straightaway and he gets turned, but I think when he looks at the replay, he might see. And
Yeah.
actually, he was just black flagged. So,
Oh, yeah. Jeffrey was or Scott?
yep, Jeffrey was. He's actually been disqualified from the race
Oh,
for all
wow.
that. So,
Man, he was fast too. So let's see if we have somebody else in here that we could get.
I don't know. We kind of have about talked to everybody. and-
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, we got less than 10 laps to go in this race.
All right, folks. With that, we are gonna take a little bit of a caution break, but don't worry, we will get right back to you with the action here shortly from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Alright folks, coming back to the green flag, it'll be just 7 laps remaining here for the number 60 of James Miller. Is he going to be able to hold on, or can Quentin Warman make anything happen from the 4th position? We're about to find out here. 7 laps to get it done for James Miller. That virtual pace truck pulling on to pit road, and James is going to get going. Green flag waves. 7 laps remain.
Oh, let's see what Quentin does here. He's going to go to the inside, actually, not go to the outside. Because I think the outside might have been the better place, but no. Nicholas Lavelle gets a good run through the center. Going to clear Howie BRISS there off, too. Wow.
And not quite going to clear him, but he's going to get side by side with him. Might be able to clear him down here in 3 and 4. Yes, he does. Now he's going to have to work on Nicholas Lavelle really quickly here. He's going to have to get it done quick.
Yep. Yeah, 3rd place now for the 7. Has a little bit fresher tires. 6 laps to go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, he's going to have to get by. He's going to have to get by Nicholas on this lap if he's going to have any shot at James, I feel like. So we'll see if he's going to have a chance down here in 3 and 4. He may have to dive it in. He does. We'll see if it's enough to get to his inside.
It's
No,
so
it's
hard
not.
to complete that pass. And actually, the 10's running down
Yeah, that
James.
was-
They
that
got
was-
a good run
I
there.
was just
Really
thinking
good
the
run
same
through 3
thing.
and 4.
I was
5
just
laps to
thinking
go.
the same thing. 5 to go. Tell you what, if Nicholas keeps this up, he might be able to put up a fight as well here towards the end.
And he's got an even better run through this corner. He is there. looking
Wow,
for
yeah,
his
he
first
does.
win on the season here.
5 laps to go. He is actually putting up a fight here, but I don't know, with Quentin gaining, it's really going to affect how he
Wow.
runs here. Yeah, he's going to slide up here, but he is able to stay with James.
Yeah, James Miller's not looking good in the center of the corner right now. They're really
Yeah.
getting. Look at this line. Nicholas
Right.
goes to the outside. He slides up.
Oh, and he
Oh, man, this
almost
is
gets
close.
hooked. Almost gets hooked by Quentin. It is
Yeah, that-
really getting close here.
One of these three. I mean, these three are just so fast right now. And you see the different lines here. James Miller goes low like he's been doing all day.
Right.
The 10's
Look at
got
the
a
run.
big run through the center.
Look at the run that he's going to carry off this corner. It might be enough to peek to his inside.
He might have a shot here. Let's see where he
Oh,
goes. He's going to go to
having
the
He's
outside.
having to switch lanes. 3 laps to go. Oh, but at the same time, Quentin makes a dive bomb to the inside, takes it from him, takes that opportunity. I think had that not happened, James...
Oh, he got
man.
sideways.
I think had that not happened, Nicholas might have been able to cross over and get to James.
Quentin's he's got to get him this corner. And
Yeah, he
wow,
does, he
what
does.
a drive there.
Good
He
job.
really threw it in there.
Now Quentin's going to have 2 laps to get it done.
Oh, man, I think he's got a shot.
He's got to run off of this corner. He does have a shot. 2 to go.
Can he get it done? James Miller has dominated this race. Absolutely dominated this race.
But it all comes down to the end. I don't know, man. If Quentin can get a good enough run on this final lap, he might be able to set James up for a dive bomb on the last lap here. But he's only got a lap to get it done. Coming
Ooh, man,
around to the white flag.
This is going to be close. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go, New Hampshire. He's got to run to the outside.
Oh,
Let's see
man.
where he goes here.
He's got to run
Will
here.
he put the bumper to him?
James takes the bottom. Not Nicholas, sorry. Quentin might be able to cross him over. Yes, he does. He gets to the inside.
Oh, he gets sideways. And here comes a 10.
Yep, here
Nicholas
comes
has a
the 10
really
with
good run.
Good run. Nicholas might be able to get him here.
He's
going to
go to the
corner.
inside.
He's going to throw a dive bomb down to the inside. They're going to make contact.
Oh, man.
Oh, I
He's
don't
got
know
a
if it's going to
shot.
happen. He's going to try to drive
Side
it
by
in.
side. Drag
Off
race
of the
down the
corner.
front stretch.
And side by
Side
side, but
by
not going to happen.
side.
James
Oh.
Miller hangs on to get the win here at New Hampshire.
Oh, what a finish by
race.
these guys.
Wow. That was an awesome drive by all 3 drivers. Nicholas Lavelle going to hang on for second. Quentin Warman finishes in third. Great race by these guys. But
Side by side finish.
it is
What a
the
finish
guy-
between these guys.
it is the guy that dominated the race that will take the win. James Miller, his 3rd victory of the season. Great job. And an awesome finish. Won it by 7/100ths of a second.
That was, I mean, I'm surprised that they had the run that they did there. I thought James was
Yeah.
honestly going to maybe pull away with this thing, but Nicholas Lavelle put up a heck of a fight there. And Quentin Warman, what a great drive by all 3 of those guys right there at the end of this race.
Yeah,
And,
for sure.
You know, of course, a little bit of banging coming to the line a little bit there, but they race each other really hard, really clean. That was a good race there for the win. And congrats to James Miller again. I mean, absolutely deserving of this win.
Absolutely. So we will get the top 3 in here, starting with Quentin Warman, as James Miller does his burnouts here on the front straightaway. Let's get your top 3 here and interview them, starting with Quentin Warman, like I said. If he's in...
Yeah, right now the only one actually in is second place Nicholas Lavelle. We could start with him once these guys get in here, maybe.
Yeah, I may have to give them some time because they should get in here.
Yeah.
Shortly. I don't know.
So I can go ahead and
Yeah, let's get
talk to
Lavelle in
Nicholas,
here.
and then hopefully they'll be in here by the time we're done with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Quentin actually right now if you want to talk to him.
Well, let's interview. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, let's get Nicholas in here first. You can
All right,
go ahead and take
okay.
it.
All right, we have caught up with our second place finisher tonight, Nicholas Lavelle. Man, you absolutely put a charge there at the end. What a battle of the line, side by side, coming to the line and just come up just a little bit short. Talk about those last couple laps. That was really exciting to watch, man.
Yeah, I didn't know if I'd be there at the end. Then Quentin sent it into 1. on that last lap, and I figured, I'll give it a go. So coming into 3, I just licked the old stamp and sent it. It almost worked.
Yeah, it really did. I tell you what, James Miller obviously was the dominant car tonight, and you and Quentin just absolutely really turned it up there on that short run. Just talk about how fun it was there. You three putting on a show. You had us on the edge of our seat up there, and I can't imagine what it was like behind the driver's seat there.
Yeah, that was a good race. New Hampshire's a great track. All these flat tracks tend to have races like that where somebody gets desperate like me and throws it in there on the last lap. It tends to be a good show.
Yeah, well, you definitely put on a good show, man. Second place tonight. Really quick, next week we go to another mile track, but completely different. We're at Dover next week. Really high speed, a lot of banking there. How do you feel about Dover next week?
I'll probably spend most of the race knocking a turn full wall down, so should be great.
Sounds like a great time there. Well, second place tonight, very close, man. You've had a lot of good runs this season. That win is definitely coming.
Let's hope so.
Any shout-outs or thank yous here for your second place tonight?
No, man, I'm good. Good talking to y'all tonight.
All right, man. Catch you later.
All right, that was second place, Nicholas Lovell. And let's see if James Miller, yeah, he's not in here. So we will go ahead and get, James.
Quentin's in here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get your third place finisher up in here, Quentin Warman.
All right, here you go.
Hey, Quentin, it's Hayes up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, man. So you started on pole, started off strong, led a good portion, early on in the race, but James was able to get the lead from you, and he dominated the race from there. But what do you think you needed there towards the end to get by him?
To move them, which I could not do because with the damage model in these cars, it would have just wrecked them. And that would result in a caution, and then, well, I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah, man. So, a P3, still not bad. Might lose some points to James in the standings, but still a good finish for you. Strong performance. So, what are your plans going to be heading into next week at Dover?
To win, because that's literally my favorite and best track in the game.
All right, sounds good, man. Do you have any shout-outs and thank yous you want to give?
James for putting on a show with me tonight.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time here, and congrats on this podium finish. We'll see you next week, man.
Alright, see ya.
All
Yeah,
right,
unfortunately, we don't have James Miller in the Discord to talk to our winner tonight.
not sure where
so-
he is, but that we will.
really quick, just, congrats to him again on this win. That was such an impressive drive he did. He led,
Right.
I don't know how many laps, but quite a few tonight, and held off a really, really hard charge from the Nicholas Lovell and Quentin Warman tonight to bring home the win. Congrats to him.
Yeah, for sure. So, with that, folks, we will run through the race results here tonight. If we can get them up on the screen. Not sure why I have this problem. Give me just 1 second. There we go. Alright, so James Miller takes the victory here tonight, his third win of the season by just about 7/100ths of a second over Nicholas Lovell, who finishes in second. Quentin Warman will finish in third. Tony Hilbrandt's strong run for him comes home fourth. Howie BRISS after that spin, both him and Tony after the spins come home with top fives in fifth. Charles Jurek will come home in sixth. Sean Williams after his spin will finish in seventh. James Colabully 8th, Scott Shire 9th, and James Mahone will round out the top 10.
Matthew Fitz will be in 11th, Daniel Mosteller, and really all the rest of everybody throughout this field had issues tonight, many laps down. Mosteller there in 12th, Thomas Sewell 13th. Cole Freilich had multiple incidents tonight, 17 laps down in 14th. Spencer Ray also had a lot of incidents as well, bringing home in 15th. Michael Ashmore 16th. Aaron Smith, who kind of just left at the beginning of the race, third in points tonight, going to lose a lot of points, finishing back in 17th. Alex Anderson, 18th. Howie DeTrey, 19th. and 20th is Isaiah McLean. And there's only 2 other finishers here from tonight. Jeffrey Fisher, 21st, because race control does not count. And Nicholas Caressel did not make the start. He will finish in 22nd.
All right, and that will be it for the race results here tonight, folks. And with that, something else I want to acknowledge, we were able to hit 100 subscribers.
There it
just want to
is.
say thank you to everybody who has subscribed. It's been a really fun first few months for the High Speed Racing Network broadcasting for you guys. It's definitely a lot of fun to do, and it's awesome to see us hit this milestone of 100 subscribers. Hopefully we can continue this going, and hopefully hit even more by the end of the year. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share it, all that good stuff. We hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you all for choosing the High Speed Racing Network as your form of sim racing entertainment tonight. We hope you all have a great rest of your night. From me, Jared, everybody here at High Speed Racing Network and the Velocity Racing League, good night, everybody, and we will see you in the next race.